I'm here with Erik van Rooyen. We were in Jersey City amongst the Northern Trust this week.
That's right.
So you've had quite the month leading up to this. Tell us about it.
Yeah, busy. Starting off with the birth of my baby daughter.
Yeah.
And then obviously about 10 days ago winning my first PGA Tour event, so it's been quite fantastic.
So post-win, you get 2-year exemption. What does that look like for you? Or what tournaments are you most looking forward to?
All of them. I know that's a stupid answer. I don't know, I think first of all, it's fantastic knowing that I've got sort of 2 years on the PGA Tour sort of locked up, and I didn't get into events like the Genesis this year or the Memorial, so I'm really looking forward to playing in some of those. And at the same time, I think with the exemption came the PGA Championship next year as well. So some of the goals this year would be to get back into the top 50 of the world rankings, get into the Masters next year. I unfortunately missed out this year. So honestly, just things like that, and with this win, it obviously sort of pushed me up high in the world rankings now as well, where I've got a chance to do that sort of towards the end of the year.
So back in Kiowa at the PGA Championship, there was a little incident.
Sure, a little incident.
A little incident. Tell us about it. What were your thoughts during that time? What really set you off at that point?
Honestly, everything leading up to that moment, I was playing poor golf for a long period of time, and I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, but there was frustration leading up to the event, and then I went through a stretch where I 3-putted a couple holes in a row, missed a couple short putts, and then on 17 I was about to miss the cut, and on 17 I hit what I thought was a really good shot, and it just trickled in, and look, something just obviously went off, and I got a bit emotional. And I've apologized to my fellow playing partners, to the PGA of America. I was pretty embarrassed right off the bat, and I feel like I've owned up to it. I made a mistake, and I think we all make mistakes. Obviously, it doesn't set a great example for other people watching, but I messed up, and I've kind of moved on from it, and I hope other people can too. I'm a regular dude. It just so happens that I'm putting my heart and soul into something that I love, and the expectations are high. And under at least what I think is a high pressure situation, at least in our sport. And man, it just so happens that I lost my cool. It's not acceptable, absolutely not. And like I said, I was quite embarrassed about it, but it happened, and I definitely learned from it.
So after winning this month, you have added yourself to a list of great South African players. What has that meant to you? You grew up looking up to them, and
yeah, it means a lot. I grew up looking at Retief Goosen and Ernie Els playing, and then Louis came along, and Charles and Trevor Immelman, and those are the guys that I looked up to, and it's pretty phenomenal to now be able to compete with Charles and Louis and Brandon Grace, and we've had 3 South Africans win this year, which hasn't happened in a very long time, and for a relatively small country to be so competitive at the world's highest stage, it's a really good feeling, and it's special to know that I'm sort of throwing my name in that hat now with those guys.
So with the whole Rory Sabatini situation, do you feel he turned his back on South Africa, or?
It's an interesting one. I've started to get to know Rory over this past season, and I like hanging out with him. And as a South African, I obviously wish that it would have been the other way around, that he would have represented South Africa. But that said, Rory, I think otherwise wouldn't have had the chance to go to the Olympics. So he took up Slovakian citizenship, and good for him. He played exceptional golf to win was it the silver medal, I think? And hats off to him, regardless, who he played for.
I got a question. Would you rather win a major or a gold medal?
Major.
Major. Hands down, no hesitation.
Hands down, no, there's no hesitation. And I think it's just because of the sport that we play. And I think golf, obviously, this is, I know in recent times it's the second time that it's been in the Olympics, and it's maybe just so new, but at the same time, we measure our highest level is just it's major championships.
Yeah.
That's how we measure greatness in this sport. And yeah, give me a green jacket or the claret jug any day before you give me a gold medal.
Okay.
That being said, obviously it's an incredible honor.
So the PGA Tour has progressed a lot from wearing shorts in practice rounds and such, and we've seen hoodies come. What are your thoughts on that?
I enjoy that a lot. You know, I started wearing hoodies when Grayson started making them for me, and I think it's fantastic seeing the way golf is, or the direction golf's moving into. You know, and personally, I don't think it'll be too long when we actually start playing in shorts in tournaments. Like, I understand. And I appreciate the fact that it's a so-called gentleman's game and everything that goes around that, the tradition and whatnot. But I think the direction we're moving is fantastic. It's inclusive with everyone. And I love the hoodies, you know. We got some stick for it in the beginning, but more and more people are starting to wear them, so it's great.
I mean, it looks nice. If you keep the bottoms classy, you have a nice pant, nice belt, you know.
I really enjoy looking neat and tidy, and I don't think the hoodie is over the top with regards to that. And along with the joggers, I think they both look really well together.